Life isn't about finding yourself. Life is about creating yourself. Beware of false knowledge, it is more dangerous than ignorance. Imagination is the beginning of creation. You imagine what you desire, you will what you imagine, and at last you create what you will. Democracy is a device that ensures we shall be governed no better than we deserve. We are made wise not by the recollection of our past, but by the responsibility for our future. Youth is wasted on the young. Patriotism is your conviction that this country is superior to all others because you were born in it. If all the economists were laid end to end, they'd never reach a conclusion. The worst sin toward our fellow creatures is not to hate them, but to be indifferent to them. That's the essence of inhumanity. Just do what must be done. This may not be happiness, but it is greatness. The great advantage of a hotel is that it is a refuge from home life. All great truths begin as blasphemies. There is only one religion, though there are 100 versions of it. If history repeats itself, and the unexpected always happens, how incapable must man be of learning from experience? Youth is a wonderful thing. What a crime to waste it on children. Science never solves a problem without creating 10 more. The possibilities are numerous once we decide to act and not react. Hell is full of musical amateurs. When a man wants to murder a tiger, he calls it sport. When a tiger wants to murder him, he calls it ferocity. Democracy substitutes election by the incompetent many for appointment by the corrupt few. Life contains but two tragedies. One is not to get your heart's desire, the other is to get it. The moment we want to believe something, we suddenly see all the arguments for it, and become blind to the arguments against it. Better keep yourself clean and bright, you are the window through which you must see the world. Progress is impossible without change, and those who cannot change their minds cannot change anything. I learned long ago, never to wrestle with a pig. You get dirty, and besides, the pig likes it. You use a glass mirror to see your face, you use works of art to see your soul. A government that robs Peter to pay Paul can always depend on the support of Paul. The secret to success is to offend the greatest number of people. Take care to get what you like, or you will be forced to like what you get. Marriage is an alliance entered into by a man who can't sleep with the window shut, and a woman who can't sleep with the window open. A happy family is but an earlier heaven. Without art, the crudeness of reality would make the world unbearable. Silence is the most perfect expression of scorn. Alcohol is the anesthesia by which we endure the operation of life. The people who get on in this world are the people who get up and look for the circumstances they want, and if they can't find them, make them. There is nothing more dangerous than the conscience of a bigot. Kings are not born, they are made by artificial hallucination. The liar's punishment is not in the least that he is not believed, but that he cannot believe anyone else. Life does not cease to be funny when people die any more than it ceases to be serious when people laugh. Love is a gross exaggeration of the difference between one person and everybody else. Clever and attractive women do not want to vote, they are willing to let men govern as long as they govern men. If you cannot get rid of the family skeleton, you may as well make it dance. We learn from experience that men never learn anything from experience. We should all be obliged to appear before a board every 5 years and justify our existence, on pain of liquidation. There are two tragedies in life. One is to lose your heart's desire. The other is to gain it. We don't stop playing because we grow old, we grow old because we stop playing. The single biggest problem in communication is the illusion that it has taken place. There is no sincerer love than the love of food. You see things, and you say why? But I dream things that never were, and I say why not? A life spent making mistakes is not only more honorable, but more useful than a life spent doing nothing. A fool's brain digests philosophy into folly, science into superstition, and art into pedantry. Hence university education. The power of accurate observation is commonly called cynicism by those who have not got it. The best place to find God is in a garden. You can dig for him there. Success does not consist in never making mistakes but in never making the same one a second time. Liberty means responsibility. That is why most men dread it. A gentleman is one who puts more into the world than he takes out. It is the mark of a truly intelligent person to be moved by statistics. Independence. That's middle-class blasphemy. We are all dependent on one another, every soul of us on earth. No man ever believes that the Bible means what it says, he is always convinced that it says what he means. We have no more right to consume happiness without producing it than to consume wealth without producing it. You cannot be a hero without being a coward. Power does not corrupt men, fools, however, if they get into a position of power, corrupt power. Few people think more than 2 or 3 times a year. I have made an international reputation for myself by thinking once or twice a week. I often quote myself. It adds spice to my conversation. The love of economy is the root of all virtue. First love is only a little foolishness and a lot of curiosity. Socialism is the same as communism, only better English. In heaven an angel is nobody in particular. The only secrets are the secrets that keep themselves. Capitalism has destroyed our belief in any effective power but that of self-interest backed by force. Why should we take advice on sex from the Pope? If he knows anything about it, he shouldn't. perfect love affair is one which is conducted entirely by post. Assassination is the extreme form of censorship. No question is so difficult to answer as that to which the answer is obvious. The test of a man or woman's breeding is how they behave in a quarrel. Beauty is a short-lived tyranny. The fact that a believer is happier than a skeptic is no more to the point than the fact that a drunken man is happier than a sober one. Do not do unto others as you expect they should do unto you. Their tastes may not be the same. In socialism, private property is anathema, and equal distribution of income the first consideration. In capitalism, private property is cardinal, and distribution left to ensue from the play of free contract and selfish interest on that basis, no matter what anomalies it may present. He knows nothing and thinks he knows everything. That points clearly to a political career. Lack of money is the root of all evil. There are no secrets better kept than the secrets everybody guesses. If you're not producing as much as you consume, or perhaps a little more, then clearly we cannot use the big organization of our society for the purpose of keeping you alive, because your life does not benefit us, and it can't be of very much use to yourself. Give a man health and a course to steer, and he'll never stop to trouble about whether he's happy or not. I dislike feeling at home when I am abroad. An election is a moral horror, as bad as a battle except for the blood, a mud bath for every soul concerned in it. Life levels all men. Death reveals the eminent. Dancing is a perpendicular expression of a horizontal desire. Human beings are the only animals of which I am thoroughly and cravenly afraid. Use your health, even to the point of wearing it out. That is what it is for. Spend all you have before you die, do not outlive yourself. England and America are two countries separated by the same language. You can always tell an old soldier by the inside of his holsters and cartridge boxes. The young ones carry pistols and cartridges, the old ones, grub. Find enough clever things to say, and you're a prime minister. Write them down and you're a Shakespeare. When I was young, I observed that 9 out of 10 things I did were failures. So I did 10 times more work. If I own a large part of Scotland, I can turn the people off the land practically into the sea or across the sea. I can take women in childbearing and throw them into the snow and leave them there. That has been done. I can do it for no better reason than I think it is better to shoot deer on the land than allow people to live on it. You are going to let the fear of poverty govern you life, and your reward will be that you will eat, but you will not live. The golden rule is that there are no golden rules. Do not try to live forever. You will not succeed. Reading made Don Quixote a gentleman, but believing what he read made him mad. Property is organized robbery. I enjoy convalescence. It is the part that makes the illness worthwhile. I'm an atheist and I thank God for it. It is dangerous to be sincere unless you are also stupid. Old men are dangerous. It doesn't matter to them what is going to happen to the world. Every man over 40 is a scoundrel. When a man says money can do anything, that settles it, he hasn't got any. A perpetual holiday is a good working definition of hell. The only service a friend can really render is to keep up your courage by holding up to you a mirror in which you can see a noble image of yourself. Peace is not only better than war, but infinitely more arduous. I am a Christian. That obliges me to be a communist. When a stupid man is doing something he is ashamed of, he always declares that it is his duty. Do not waste your time on social questions. What is the matter with the poor is poverty. What is the matter with the rich is uselessness. We are all dependent on one another, every soul of us on earth. Martyrdom, the only way a man can become famous without ability. It is a curious sensation, the sort of pain that goes mercifully beyond our powers of feeling. When your heart is broken, your boats are burned, nothing matters anymore. It is the end of happiness and the beginning of peace. I would like to take you seriously, but to do so would be an affront to your intelligence. People become attached to their burdens sometimes more than the burdens are attached to them. No man who is occupied in doing a very difficult thing, and doing it very well, ever loses his self-respect. There is no satisfaction in hanging a man who does not object to it. The secret of being miserable is to have leisure to bother about whether you are happy or not. The cure for it is occupation.